interesting in this article. One was the fact that these two new parks are coming up. So that's why Assam as a state becomes important. So if you look at it, what are the states that I need to focus on from an environment perspective? In addition to the normal news article, I found Assam to be very important. A lot of news articles related to Assam. Madhya Pradesh is another state that you should look at it closely because of the real sheer number of tiger reserves, biosphere reserves that you have. Then that Madhya Pradesh UP border, the Kane Betwa link, a lot of things is happening in Madhya Pradesh, in and around Madhya Pradesh from an environment perspective. Assam is another. Kerala is always an evergreen state. That is something that you have to anyway cover when you are looking at environment. So these three states, Uttarakhand is the fourth state, sorry, four states, I feel are important because something or the other happens related to environment in these four states. Okay, great. So what it also talks about is in terms of states, Assam is the third state with the highest number of national parks. Madhya Pradesh is 12, followed by Andaman and Nicobar, which has 9. Okay, so that is something interesting if you can remember. What I also felt is that this kind of refreshes us about who notifies the formation of a national park. So it's a state government after consultation with the State Board for Wildlife. Okay. So just in case there is any confusion, the national parks, even though the name is national, they are notified by the state government. Center can also do. In case you're wondering, can center do? Center can also do, but predominantly it is the state government which does that. That's the second part. And if this is the 6th and 7th national park, which are the other 5? So once again, you find similar names. You find Kaziranga, you find Manas, you find Orang, you find Dipru Saikhowa. Of this, 2 of them are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Okay, so this map of Assam, if you really take time and start marking, this is going to be a busy map with a lot of locations marked in red. And once you see it, it becomes imprinted in your mind, and it becomes easy. For example, a question could be: this is a national park which is adjoining Bhutan, which is on the western side. You have West Bengal, etc. Then you will know, okay, so this national park, it cannot. So what you'll do is you'll start eliminating. You'll know, hey, this national park is towards Arunachal border, so this is gone. So western part of Assam, what are the things? What are the national parks which is bordering your West Bengal as well as Bhutan? So slowly you'll be able to narrow in the options very easily. Okay. So Dehing you would have heard. Suppose I ask you, okay, which part of Assam do you think, based on your residual knowledge? Okay, so the one national park's name is Dehing Patkai National Park. Okay, suppose you don't look at Google, you have to choose. Okay, so I give you 4 options. Okay, so I say this as A, this as B, this as C, and this as D. Okay, I say which of this 4 area is likely to be Dehing Patkai National Park. Oh wow, how come, Weber? How are you so confident? D? And Abhishek and Bishanjit Singh. That was a quick answer. I'm impressed. D is the right answer indeed. D is the right answer indeed. And what was a clue that you got? Rivers are concentrated. Okay. So I didn't talk of rivers. Ah, excellent. Excellent. Dehing and Dibang. That's the clue here. Dehing Patkai. So Dehing, Dibang, Lohit. If you remember the three rivers. And yeah, the Lushai Patkai Hills, Patkai Boom, if you heard of it, which is Eastern Himalaya. So this is exactly what I meant. Once you plot certain national parks or some aspects on the map, you may not be able to zero in perfectly. UPSC makes life difficult, but at least you'll be able to eliminate certain options the way you guys have done it. Great, guys. Good work. Good thinking. So that is your Dehing Patkai, wherein you can identify based on your residual knowledge. But unfortunately, there is no such luck when it comes to Raimona National Park. You cannot identify it based on the location. So Raimona National Park is the one which is in this region. Yeah. But if you read about the Raimona National Parks, it talks about Baksa Tiger Reserve in West Bengal, another wildlife sanctuary in Bhutan, and Manas to the east, so on and so forth. That is one. So this is Raimona National Park at location A. At location A, you have Raimona National Park. And very interesting thing, what I found about the Raimona National Park is just look at the number of forest types it has. Yeah. If I can pause here and ask you guys, did we come across any other part state of India where I said the diversity is high because of difference in altitude. Recently, maybe 2-3 classes before, as a result of which it has, huge biodiversity, a lot of flowering plants. Excellent, Navina. Sikkim, we discussed Sikkim, if you remember. I said it has altitude right from 380 meters all the way up to Kanchenjunga height, and therefore what kind of diversity is highest? Ecosystem diversity. Once ecosystem diversity is higher, what does it automatically lead to? Species diversity. Once species diversity is higher, it leads to genetic diversity. Yes, Niga. The other part what we discussed was 100% organic, and the fraternal relationship with trees called myth and all that. Good, guys. So here also we have 11 different forest types. So this kind of gives an indication, which means this national park should be both at fairly at what you call a sea level or just above the sea level, and it should go all the way up, which is also understandable because it is almost bordering Bhutan. Bhutan means very high mountain. Maybe the southern part of this national park could be of lower elevation, as a result of which it supports different types of forest. So what are the things that you find here? I've given some examples. I really don't expect you to remember, but it helps to know that if it is close to this Buxa Tiger Reserve, you can expect tiger to be there. And because there is tiger, you can expect some of the prey of the tiger to also be present. Okay. Some of the rivers that flow through this also becomes important, guys. Yeah. So that's on the Dehing, Patkai and the Raimona National Park, the 6th and 7th National Park, notified by the government of Assam recently.